Hello, everyone. For who doesn't know me, I'm Marco, the founder of Similia. In today's webinar, I'll go through some of the new features that we released on Similia in the last few weeks and months, and also it's like an opportunity to ask any questions, doubts. Uh, you have maybe encountered using the software, or also if you have any feedback, suggestions, some features, functionalities that maybe you would like to see in the future in Similia, or something that you think could work better. Yeah, any feedback like that, it's definitely appreciated. And actually, yeah, we can also see to begin with if there is any questions. We can start with those. Otherwise, I will start showing some of the new features. And yeah, either feel free to unmute yourself or if you want to put it in the chat as you prefer.
Is this meeting only for users already, or is it also for like people that hasn't, purchased yet?
Well, I would say it's for everyone. Probably it's I would say it's not like super basic, so I will not go through the basics of how to use the software. Um, but I mean, I guess if like you are not like you never tried it and you want to know something, we can go through that without problems.
No problem. I have been using both complete dynamics and radar opus and synergy for many years. So I'm more like to see if there is any benefit, any additional things. So I'm looking for the differences, and you don't need to go through details.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I think it's a great place to start because yeah, it's anyway something that probably benefits everyone. So I will share my screen. Hmm. Okay, so I will log in. So yeah, first thing I guess different with the other software is that Similia is mm, web-based, is a web application, so it works in the browser. And it's also the reason why you can use it from any device. You can use it from your laptop or from your tablet and from your mobile phone. Uh, Everything with the same account, with the same subscription. And also it's everything in the cloud. So if you work on cases in your laptop, then you're out on your mobile, you can access your cases, your notes, your repertorizations, and everything is optimized for any device. So you can look at a quick rubric from your mobile, or you can also make a full repertorization. Um, This is the homepage of the software where we can access the main sections of the software. And here on the quick access, and then we have got the recent cases if we want to quickly access the most recent cases we worked on. And then here on the bottom, we got the updates, so the latest thing we've been adding. So I will start with the repertory. Um, so this it's already, I guess, a bit different than other softwares. So here, the repertory section, it's a section to only browse the repertory. So look for rubrics and look which remedies are in it. If you want to make a repertorization, you could use the quick repertorization feature here, or you go on cases and you create a new case, and then you create an analysis, and you make the repertorization there. We got different repertory. So actually, in the free version, I don't know if you tried that. There are the classic repertories, so Kant, Boricchi, and so on. Then we have various different premium repertories. So yeah, we got complete 2026. So we got Sane 25, Suggesta from Massimo Mangialavori, Murphy's meta repertory. So yeah, I think one of the biggest difference is how you search for rubrics, and because we have what is called semantic search. So usually on other softwares, you use the keyword search to find the rubric. So you have to know the exact wording of a rubric. You have to know how when the exact word pretty much are in the rubric. While with the semantic search, you can search for the meaning of the symptom, and it will return rubrics based like usually what you are looking for, even if you don't know the language of the repertory, basically. So can make some quick example. Drunk after a little beer. And the first rubric that we get returned is intoxicated easily, beer aggravates. So as you can see, I didn't know that in the repertory it was worded in this way, intoxicated easily, but I just put maybe the symptom as the patient told me, or as maybe an observation I did. And yeah, so even if I didn't know the repertory language, I get returned the rubric that it's good for me for these situations. So yeah, this is the semantic search, and it's one of the most loved feature of our users, and something that it's not present in any other softwares at the moment. By the way, yeah, if I click here, if you want to see the remedies, you click on the rubric, and then you can click on a remedy to see the sources. Yeah, this is something, yeah, that's in general interesting for everyone, depending on which repertory you have. When you click on the remedy, you will always get this pop-up, but it will be different because for some repertories, like complete, we have a lot of information. So for we got the sources and the author. So why the remedy China is present in this rubric? Because Nair wrote about it in his repertory of herring guiding symptoms. Then we also have information that there are 5 reported cured cases and 2 provers. And yeah, one total sources, which is this one. So yeah, basically in complete repertory for every remedy in each rubric, we know why it's there. So apparently this rubric is, well, not all, but yeah, mostly from Nair, but actually this one, for example, is from another. So this is from the proving from the Northwest College of Homeopathy. While if you are on other repertory, like if you are on stain, let's make a quick search. So if you are on stain, for example, you get the author, only the author, not the source. And if you are on Murphy, actually, you don't get the author because for Murphy's meta repertory, the author basically for all the rubrics and additions, it's always Robin Murphy. So you just get, actually you get the page since this is coming from a physical book. get the page where the rubric is present and the number of occurrences. So the remedy cannabis indica in the whole repertory appears in 2,376 rubrics. So we have also the semantic search for the materia medica. So now I switched to the materia medica section. And so here you can either quickly go to a remedy. So let's say you just know that you want to read the phosphorus materia medica. You start typing here in this input where it says start typing a remedy name. And then you click on phosphorus and you just go and to read the materia medica. Here you have the various different authors available. You can switch and then we can go back. But then the semantic search, it's that we saw before in the repertory, is available also for the materia medica. So yeah, in other softwares, usually you can also search for in the materia medica with a keyword. And in some ways, I believe the semantic search can be even more interesting for the materia medica. The reason is that the repertory tends to have a quite structured way of how the symptoms are worded. While in the materia medica, it's usually much more discursive, so it's difficult unless you search maybe one word. Even if you search few words, it can be difficult to match what you are looking for. While with the semantic search, it's much easier because, again, it just matches the meaning. So we can make some example. And by the way, if anyone has any idea or that they want to try, we can do it. So we could say throat burning pain at night. Okay, so here we get the results ordered by an algorithm, which basically tries to put on top the one with the more result. For example, the first one, capsicum, it has 3 times it's matching this search. So, for example, this one, it matches burning, burning in throat, and throat burning, smarting in throat. In this case, the night is not mentioned because it's matching the just the throat burning. So yeah, this is something with the semantic search, and it also has an accuracy. So it's 82%, which is relatively high, but probably if there was a match for throat burning pain at night, it would have been a higher match. We can see if we find something, but actually, yeah, it seems like we didn't find. Maybe it's not something I guess very common to find in a materia medica because yeah, it's just mostly burning, not really. Oh, maybe no. That's an interesting thing is that you can search more symptoms in the same search, so that in a way it becomes a sort of repertorization directly in the materia medica. So here we could go fear dark. Uh, then we could go can't handle clothes around the neck. So now I'm searching for 3 symptoms at a time. And now again, the results are ordered through an algorithm. So for example, we know that this one, the first one coming up, lycopodium, it's matching all the 3 symptoms that we searched for. and we can see which one. So yeah, we matched fear dark, it matched the throat burning pain, and the can't handle clothes around the neck. And yes, for example, the first two remedies, they are matching all the three symptoms, and then from the third, it's matching only two out of the three symptoms that we searched for. Yeah, so this is another different thing. So now I will go to cases. So we have some AI features. One, it's called Notes to Rubric, which is accessible while when you are in a case, you go on Notes, and here you can start typing notes. You can either type them directly when you are taking a case, or they can be pasted later on. Maybe they can have been taken handwritten or written something else, and then they can be pasted here. So now I will take an example I have. Okay, this one just to showcase the feature. So this is a brief, like no, brief case notes, we could say, on an acute case. I can select on which repertory. If I have access to multiple premium repertories, I can decide which repertory to use. So we'll try with complete for this one, and I will do AI analysis. So first of all, what it will do is that it will identify symptoms. So now we see that it identified 4 symptoms out of this text, and then it will run for okay, not network error. This is uh, not common, I guess. So probably just try again. So first of all, it gets some symptoms. This time it analyzed it, it found 5 symptoms, and then it started processing in real time, and we can see which one it found. And then what happens is that it will display the rubrics that it found based on the case notes, basically. And then the idea is that the user decide which one to add to the repertorization. So it's not an automated repertorization, it's just basically a way to speed up the process of repertorizing a case. Because usually what you do is that manually you go and look for each rubric separately. In this way, starting from the case notes, we can have a list basically of all probably interesting rubrics. So we can see, for example, uh, let's see, nose obstruction, opera amelioration. Yeah, so you see both nostrils were blocked, and although the cold worsened the headache, fresh air improved their ability to breathe through the nose. And so we got this rubric, obstruction stopped, sensation, open air amelioration. So this one probably we would decide. And also we got head pain, headache aggravates, which it's here, the cold worsened the headache. Those two, they are quite small rubrics with only 2 and 3 remedies. So this would be, yeah, I guess up also to each user, each practitioner to decide uh, if use them or not. Uh, yeah, this one, walking in open air amelioration. I guess it's similar to that one. It's more smaller with only four remedies. Cough drinks warm amelioration. We got it here. The cough improved significantly after drinking something warm. And so, yeah, basically this is the notes to rubric feature. We got the analyze photo, which is a quite similar concept, but instead of using notes, we can upload a picture of a physical symptom, and it will suggest rubrics based on um, the picture. Usually, of course, it's like skin, tongue, mouth, hair, I guess, something that, of course, is visible on a picture. And then we have the live audio feature, which basically allows you to activate the microphone, and this can be either for an in-person consultation or an online one. And by activating the microphone, what it does is that it will do a repertorization in real time automatically without touching anything. So you can just focus on your patient, and the software, just by listening to the conversation, will start adding rubrics, and the repertorization will be uh, continually updated in real time based on what's going on in the consultation. And at the end of the consultation, it will also save a full transcript of the whole consultation divided by speaker. So it will divide when is the homeopath speaking and when is the patient speaking. And then it will also make a summary of the consultation in homeopathic terms. So, for example, presenting complaint, eventual etiology, strange and peculiar symptoms, modalities, and so on. Oh, that's an interesting question. At the moment, you can't drop it, but actually, yeah, I think it's a great idea. We can definitely support it. So at the moment, it's only live, but we can add that feature of dropping a recording of a consultation and make an analysis based on that. Yeah. So yeah, I would say those are the biggest like different things that like for sure like we have and don't think any other software have at the moment. Then I guess in general we try to bring like a modern, easy to use user experience and user interface. Um, um, yeah, I don't know if that's is it helpful? Sorry, I forgot your name. Andreas.
Yes, it's very interesting. I have a few questions, if that's
Sure.
okay now, or so you want me to wait till afterwards.
No, no, please go.
Um, when you were doing this, like, search of like converting it to rubrics, and you added three different combinations of words, uh, can you, like, is there a limitation as to the distance between the words? You were saying something about worse at night with the throat pain, and there was no rubrics there with anything having to do with night. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And is that due to the algorithm limiting down the space between words? Or do you understand what I mean?
I think so. Let me try to get it, put it again. Throat. burning pain at night. So how it works, it uses a semantic search algorithm, which basically calculate the distance between the meaning of what we input and what it's found, and that is calculated with this score that we have 82%. So I don't know if it is your question that maybe if you would be able to decide like the percentage, so like the accuracy to
No,
make
I
it
mean,
more.
like, you would find a rubric throat aggravation night. So that doesn't seem to turn up.
Throat
Not burning.
burn,
I mean, just throat aggravation night,
throat pain. No.
even without pain. Just in general, um, in the beginning of the repertory.
Oh, okay, but actually, one thing is that this is not the repertory. So here
I
we are
know.
searching directly inside the materia medica.
So it's only searching materia medica, not repertories.
Exactly. So if we want to search in the repertory, we go in the repertory and we can try it here. Throat burning pain. Actually, it might be on the repertory or not in the materia medica sometimes. Yeah, actually, for example, yeah, this one is interesting that there is a rubric throat pain burning night in complete repertory with 22 remedies. Um,
Are you
but yeah,
planning
actually,
to combine the searches so you can search both repertory and materia medica, so you can access both sources?
yes, I guess we have thought about it. It's a way of, I guess, how to do it, how to present the information to the user. I guess, yeah, one way we talked about is that in the cases um, to try, because usually in the moment in every software, including ours, when you do an analysis, when you do a repertorization, it's only the repertory. And then from there, you maybe go and read the materia medica. But yeah, we talked and we probably try something to try to kind of mix it together um, so that maybe the analysis relies also directly on information from the materia medica as well, not only from the repertory. I think that's one thing. I guess only searching. I mean, I know, for example, in Radar, you can search something um, and it like both on like, well, actually, I don't know if you can.
Both Synergy and Radar, you can search across all articles, all materia medica, and all repertories in the same search. So that's possible. So, I would consider having that as a good idea for the next step. What about combining rubrics? Where you had, like, this case with the notes, and you had, like, some suggested rubrics, and two of them only had two remedies. Can you put rubrics together into one so they are combined?
Yes, so we have the merge rubrics here
Okay,
functionality. So I click on merge rubrics and then let's take this other case, which is a bit more rubrics. So I can, for example, select at least two, but I could do also more if I want. And then once I decided which one, okay, so I will combine this, confirm, and so now this is merged and it's only one rubric. And it includes the remedies of both rubrics. And if a remedy was present twice, it will be only present one time with the highest degree
yeah,
between the two rubrics.
very good. One last
Uh,
question before I will let
sure,
somebody else also ask some questions. That's about
sure.
the microphone and the recording. Is that only in English, or is it also in other languages?
It's also in other languages. Yeah, those are all the languages that we support. It's probably
Ah, okay.
20 or more. So yeah,
Right.
all the main languages are works.
Thank you.
And actually, now that you ask it, are you Dutch?
No, I'm Norwegian, but I have patients
Okay,
all over the world, so mostly it is in English.
okay. But actually, the interesting thing with the semantic search, both for the repertory and for the materia medica, sorry, you said Finnish?
Norwegian.
Oh, sorry, Norwegian. The interesting thing is that uh, you can search in any language, even if the repertoire is in English, any
Yeah,
language will work. So I don't know if hope this is correct, this translation.
absolutely perfect translation.
Okay, so we will put it here and we'll search. And as you can see, the first rubric that we get, it's throat pain, burning, morning. So yeah, for anyone where English it's not their first language, this yeah could be interesting. That yeah, you can use any language with a semantic search, and it will still work. Of course, English tends to perform a bit better, but actually still the other language they perform quite good as well.
Yeah, very nice.
And by the way, since you asked about the merge rubrics, I will say actually something else, which I think I'm not sure if there is in the other software, but we have what is called the elimination filter. So with the elimination filter, what you can do is that if you select one rubric, you can select more if you want. Actually, let's unmerge this for now. So I will select those two and I confirm. So now those two rubrics are selected for the elimination filter. And basically what this does is that it filter out all the remedies that are not in both of those rubrics. So we can also do it with one or with more, probably. Let's see. So yeah, like this, I've selected those three rubrics, the one that we got this like filter icon here. And so as you can see, only three remedies are left because those are the only three remedies that appear in those three rubrics.
Mm.
And then I can clear it and go back to the normal. And yeah, we also have the like family and kingdom filters. Yeah, it's present in other software, but just to show it. And also, yeah, we have different way, like we got the classic, like either sum of degrees or number of rubrics, but then we also got the small remedies and the small rubrics type of analysis. And we can also grade the symptoms if you want from 0 to 4. Okay, let's see, we got some questions in the chat. Doctor Polteriol bird remedies. Yeah, Caroline, I think you are not the first to ask, and actually, yeah, someone was going to put me in touch with Paul, but yeah, didn't happen yet. But yeah, hopefully it will happen soon. Can you load the 3 to 4 symptoms into the program at once to get a closer match to the patient? Uh, Caroline, do you mean in the repertory when you make a repertorization, or do you mean in um, in the materia medica search? I'm not sure I understand the question. Ah, okay, the materia medica search. Um, yes, you can Yeah, you can search as many symptoms as you want. I think, yeah, I showed it before. So you would go and, like, for example, search for can't stand clothes around neck, uh, cold drinks ameliorates. Let's actually use even more modern language. Cold drinks improve sore throat. Uh, Feeling very hot. So you can see this first lag is matching 3 out of 3, and then other remedies, this one androctonus 2 out of 3, and so on. Let's see. So the data, we use Google Cloud, and the data is in Europe. Uh, I think Frankfurt, the data center, Google data center in Frankfurt. Should be, yeah, we'll check. But yeah, it should be in our terms and condition. But yeah, pretty sure it's that one.
Marco, it's Phil. Thanks for answering that. The question is the GDPR requirement in the UK, which is where I operate, is because it's outside Europe, it changes the consent for the patient when you ask to store data. So we'd need to, I would need to reconsent with patients if I was to do both the recording and capturing any case data.
Right, yeah. Um, yeah, so we got a lot of information on that in our privacy policy and terms and condition.
Okay, thanks.
And also one thing I want to add is that, I don't know if it's helpful, but we do not store the recording. So the audio is only used in real time to make the repertorization in real time and to generate the transcript, but it's not stored. It's never stored. It's just like not even deleted because it's not even saved. It's just used in real time and then it's gone.
Yeah, it's sort of data and where it's processed, so that would count as processing. So that would all be it
Yeah,
would still be relevant even though you didn't store. But it's just good to know where it is. Thank you.
yeah, sure.
I love the AI element though, by the way. That's really cool. And the
Mm,
real-time recording is and the real-time translation is very good. And
thanks.
real
Yeah, yeah,
and natural language as well. It makes a massive difference. I spend my whole time trying to figure out the translation between the patient saying and what the right rubric is.
yeah,
Translating it
absolutely. I
back.
think yes. It's definitely the most loved feature in our
Yeah.
software. And I mean, we got a lot of students as users. I would say that at the moment, probably the majority of the users are students. So, of course, they benefits even more. But actually, it's interesting because I spoke with the experienced practitioner with decades of experience that also they were surprised and happy that even if they know the repertory quite well, they maybe found rubrics that they never knew existed, they never found before, or even just found just quickly other rubrics that they know. Yeah, it's quite good.
What's your sorry, well I'm on. What's your plan for things like for new materia medica? So take something like Colin Griffiths and his repertorization. So he's just republished or published his view of the world. Are you going to say structured by author, or are you going to take materia medica content? Because it feels like your architecture would allow, validated content. It doesn't have to be in a published materia medica because it still could be relevant. And then it's the practitioner's view as to whether they want to use it or not. Would you look at that or things like bone nosodes? I'm not quite sure if you've got that or not, but those
Yeah,
type of things? Because there's the risk with all of these that it's limited by who publishes what. But I was just thinking yeah. So you got Griffiths there on the left. I see that. Okay.
yeah, I believe we are the only software to have the Colin Griffith package, the 3 volumes of the Materia Medica and the
Yeah.
repertory.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I guess our plan for the near future is to keep adding uh, resources from renowned authors.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
both like classical ones. So we'll add at the moment we got 6 classical authors.
Yeah.
Let me get it. We got like Hallen, Boricchi, Boger, Clark, Herring, and Kant, and we plan on adding more of those. And for the premium Materia Medicas from modern authors, we got Richard Pitt, thematic and comparative Materia Medica. We got Massimo Mangialavori, Materia Medica, and Robin Murphy, Nature Materia Medica. We are in talks with the the license, like the what's the name, the publisher of
Mm.
Franz Vermeulen for Prisma and Synoptic Key and all his works. So that hopefully will be added soon as well. And also, like we like to listen to like feedbacks and requests for from our users. So yeah, for example, we got requests for a few users from the books of Paul Theriault. So hopefully we'll get those as well, and other ones as well.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Thanks.
Sure.
If you do a recording, are you able then to keep the transcript for follow-up? Can you download it or?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you do a live audio, what happens is that let's see. I don't know if I have. Maybe I might have an example. Yes, this one. So automatically, what happens is that. So this is an example of. Actually, probably shouldn't be. Sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any data that I can show publicly. But yeah, what happens is that it gets saved in your notes. So like you see this case, this is the page of a case, and this is one appointment, and those are the notes. So if I create another analysis, which usually it's like every appointment, you would create another analysis, and I write something here, second appointment. Then I go back. Here we have the 2 different analysis. And yeah, basically when you do a recording automatically in your case notes, it saves the full transcript and the summary automatically. And everything that is done in the software, it's always saved automatically. Like even, I just write here and it is saved immediately. I don't have to click anything. It's all automated.
Are you planning on making like, your own user-defined filters that you can like, combine different search algorithms? You had like 4 like small remedies, small rubrics and stuff like that.
Yes, I've been talking, and some months ago we did some experiments. Then we didn't have time, but yeah, I was working at that with Massimo Mangialavori, and I don't know if you're familiar with Mac Repertory, which had like that functionality where like you could create strategies. So
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, we were working exactly at that. So yes, it will be available hopefully fairly soon.
Also in Mac repertory, in the earlier versions with David, when he was around, you could add your own families. You could, like, define certain groups of remedies and then add them. Is that possible?
It is not possible at the moment, but it's definitely also something in the list for the future. So yeah, in the future it will be possible to do that. And in general, I guess there's the whole idea, like it's possible in other softwares to like do various customizations, like not customizations, probably not the right term, but like also, for example, making changes to the repertory. So like if you want to do your own additions, uh, or even maybe put notes in the materia medica. So definitely this year there will be those features of like being able to make changes to all those things like custom family group themes, even making changes to the repertories.
Also, what was there before the newest version of Synergy was that you could make your own families. Like, in the window now, you could subdivide and you can make completely your own divisions within each kingdom. So you had the opportunity to, like, create a more updated version of families.
Yeah, for sure. We we will add that as well. Is
One
there
Thank
question.
you very much.
Josh?
Yeah, go
Hello.
ahead.
Oh, please go on. Yeah,
Is there
hi, Sarah.
Hi? Is there going to be the Josh's? I was asking that one. So the sorry, Josh's map system in the future.
Okay, so sorry, I'm not. Oh, okay, actually, maybe I heard of it. Oh yeah, I heard of it. I don't know it very well. I ended up on this website a while ago. Um, so I guess my answer is that it might be like if you usually if we have at least a few requests for some features or addition, we try to like make our users happy. A lots of the feature that we introduced in the software, they were suggestions from our users. Actually, we do have, I don't know if it's something similar, but we have a periodic table. Yeah, which actually maybe I should have mentioned. It's also, well, probably it is in Radar, but not in the other softwares. So you got a periodic table where you can click on any element and get some information on the series, on the stage, and on the specific element. And then for the element where we do have a remedy here also, you can also click directly and go to the materia medica.
Okay.
It's
They developed from the periodic table and they developed into a new system, which is very effective. So
okay. Yeah, I will definitely make a notes of this. And yeah, maybe I will try to get in touch with them because yeah, I guess it's copyright material, so we would have to make
I've heard. I didn't use it yet, but I've heard that it's very effective for the neurodiverse kids.
yeah.
But I have another question. Can you demonstrate Richard Pitt's one of his case in with the meta rep? Because he was using complete.
Yeah.
He never demonstrate using the other the meta rep.
Yeah, he's I guess he doesn't love the meta repertory. He's always been used to using either synthesis or complete. So do you mean would you like to like now try to make a repertorization?
I mean, he was saying that he couldn't show it. I mean, there was one day I was asking, do we reach the same remedy if we use meta? And then he said he will demonstrate, but he
Oh, I see what you mean. Oops. Yeah, we can quickly try, I guess. Maybe let's see if I find something here. Okay. Yeah, we can take this one. So,
I want to add a comment about Similia
yeah.
that people are still thinking about buying it. I mean, it's also good for when you out of the house, out of your clinic, you can use it on your phone as well, which is a big bonus as well. So it's very convenient. It's you don't have to be stuck on your computer like using complete dynamics or synergy or radar. So that's what I want to know.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the feedback, Seva. Yeah, I guess also probably we are the only, well, I might be wrong, but I think, the other software, maybe they have app for mobile, but I don't think they are connected, with the software you have in your computer, while here it's everything in the cloud, so with the same account,
Also,
you have
that makes
access.
me that makes me remember my another question. Did Richard Pitt use uh internet when he was in Africa? There was internet for him to use Similia?
So, no, actually, when he was in Africa, he was not using Similia. What he did is that uh, recently he added those cases to Similia. So it was a way of showing like how to use Similia, but yeah, he did actually, I think probably, I'm not sure if he had the book. Yeah, maybe they had the books. But I think he also mentioned it that probably for some cases, he didn't even maybe repertorize, just prescribed, I guess, on his knowledge.
Would you ever think about make Similia offline? I mean, some basic feature offline so that even if people go to Africa where internet is not stable, they are able to repertorize.
At the moment, my answer, I think it's no. I mean, I've thought about it, and I guess the thinking is that like we are all every day more connected, and like nowadays, you have technology like Starlink, so where like even in the most remote places, even in Africa, you can have a connection, and I think it will go always more. It will, yeah, like probably in a few years, there will be always more internet everywhere. So, because it has pros and cons, so we would not be able to have the semantic search in an offline version. You will not have the cases shared in your account. Um, and also, yeah, I guess the effort at the moment, we got a lot of ideas, a lot of plans, features to develop, and I guess we believe it's more beneficial for most of the users to work to put the effort on those kind of features than working at an offline version. I mean, I guess never say never, but at the moment the idea is to keep it as it is, as only online.
Yeah. Agree. Thank you.
Sure, no worries. By the way, I mean I'm trying, but I guess it's it would take quite a while to make another
But
repertorization.
maybe from your case, whatever case you used,
Okay, let's see if I have
complete.
some.
Did you use complete, and then now we can see you using meta?
Okay, let's see if I find something that I can show. Oh, which one is this? This is meta. Actually, I probably have something where I repertorize, but yeah, I cannot remember which one now. Okay, let's try this. Cow flows night lying wild. Yeah, the problem. Well, okay, one remedy. Complete has 6. Actually, I can copy and put this one. Let's see. Calf flying aggravates. Okay, it's this one. Then we have calf loose. Okay, and then we have calf loose night. Calf loose night. And then we have stomach vomiting, calf boring, stomach retch. Is it retching, vomiting? Should be, I guess. Okay. So interesting. We got pulsatilla first in both repertorization with less points, like in complete, it's mostly with 4 points, where with the degree 4, while here it's more degree 3. Then we got sepia, while on incomplete it's third, and then we got calc actually.
Did you give him positive? Did you give him?
Let me think. This was for my son. Was it? Wait. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think I prescribed for this case in the end. I guess it was my son was not feeling well, but um, yeah, probably it's not a great example of like a case that, but I was just trying, I guess, to see the difference in what would come up. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess calc it's a second, while incomplete, while in Murphy it's quite down below. I guess, I mean, I did often in the past different repertorization on both repertories, and I mean, the main differences is that complete has much more newer and smaller remedies. So sometimes it can happen that you get, in the first position, some new remedy, which is maybe not even present in Murphy or like much less represented. That, in my opinion, is the biggest difference.
Can you briefly tell us the difference, the complete and the meta?
Yes, so complete is a much bigger repertory. So while I had the data somewhere, but maybe let's see if no, I don't think I can find it quickly now. I mean, it's a much bigger repertory. I think might be saying something wrong, but I don't know. Maybe it's like more than 200,000 rubrics, while the meta maybe it's 120,000, maybe something like that. So yeah, first of all, it's much more rubrics incomplete. So I have some example that I guess come to mind. So if I search for fear of sharks in the meta, there is no rubric. So there is something similar. There's like fear of the sea, fear of animals, being devoured by animals. And by the way, the semantic search, it's interesting here that we search fear of sharks and we get the rubrics fear being devoured by animals. But yeah, as you can see, there is no rubric fear of sharks, while incomplete, you search fear of sharks, you get the rubrics exactly fear of sharks. And this is a quick example, but yeah, there are many more rubrics incomplete, and there are many more remedies.
But does the meta have more remedies?
No, complete has more remedies. So complete in like number wise, it's bigger than the meta repertory in any way. I guess, I mean, if I would have to make a point for Murphy, is that for a beginner or a student, maybe we could say it's easier, like it's more like polygraph mostly style of prescription. But I guess for more advanced practitioners, I think people usually they like either the complete or you got good alternatives like Sane or Suggesta. So if we want to compare complete with Suggesta or Sane, like they are smaller. They are still bigger than the meta repertory, both Sane and Suggesta. But they are smaller than complete and they are very heavy on clinical result, clinical experience. So Sane repertory, of course, from Andre Sane, it has a lot of additions from the clinical experience of Andre Sane and other people that work with him. Same with the Massimo Mangialavori Suggesta repertory. It has a lot of additions from the clinical experience of Massimo Mangialavori. So yeah, I guess those are the differences.
Can you combine the repertories?
Yes, you can make yeah, I can show you oops. Oh yeah, this is Suggesta, so I can add rubrics from the Suggesta. Or actually you can even, you can select all premium repertories. So I search Fear Dark now with all the premium repertories in my account. And you can see the result. We got rubrics from the complete repertory, the mediative repertory, Suggesta, MetaRep. Down below we're gonna have Sane. I don't know why it's below. I probably have to check that. Yeah, Sane it's here. It's probably something with the code. I have to check. And yeah, we can put rubrics from all the different repertories. I also got a QRep, by the way, for who knows it, from Jeremy Sher, which is very different. Obviously, it's not it's more an addition to another repertory. Multiple clipboards, Nemat, yes. So here you see we have A, B, C, D. And you can also, you have various way. For example, you have the import. So now I'm on clipboard C. And let's say that I want to duplicate, I want to get all the rubrics from rubric A. I go on import, current analysis, I select A and import. So now all the rubrics have been duplicated. So I can keep this and maybe I can start to play with this and delete a few, and this one will stay the same. You have also this button. So let's say that you want to only duplicate one rubric. I can say, okay, duplicate this to D. And so you can see now this one has been duplicated here. You can also drag. I don't know if you are seeing, but before I was doing this, I was dragging, and let's see, I put this on D. So now it's removed from here and it's switched to D. And interestingly, you can also import from previous analysis. This is interesting, let's say you do a follow-up, a second appointment, and you want to start the repertorization from the previous one. So you would go on import, select the previous analysis, and import it here. how many remedies are represented in the materia medica? This depends on which materia medica you have access to, because so we have the free version with the classic books that I was showing before. I would say maybe in the free version something around 1,000 remedies, while in the depending what professional, well, like what you have, because for example, you can have the Murphy edition, which includes the Murphy Nature Materia Medica, which is the biggest paid Materia Medica that we have, which includes around 1,500 remedies. Then we have the Massimo, which is only 100 remedies. We got Richard Pitt, where we have 36 remedies in the comparative and 150 remedies in the thematic. Then we have the mediative provings from Madeline Evans and Colin Griffith, which has whole different remedies than the other ones. Yes, it is IPA. Sorry, not sure how to pronounce that. We got some information in our in our feature pages. Where is it? No, maybe it's in the term and condition. But yeah, it is GDPR and IPA compliant, and actually we are now working on the restyling of all the public pages of the static, the public, not the app, but yeah, the like those one, the homepage, and we will include much more information around all this privacy, encryption, GDPR, IPA. At the moment, you cannot import from other softwares, but actually this is something that came up and we want to include a feature to, yeah, like if you want on another software and you can export cases from there, you will be able to import those. Actually, now I also want to say something. We have a feedback platform, so in your account, if you click on your avatar on the top right and then the feedback button, it will send you to our feedback platform. And here you can create a new post, which can be either a feature request or a bug report or a feedback. And it's quite interesting because it's interactive and every user can contribute. So, for example, you can upvote suggestions from other users, you can comment on it. So, as I was saying before, we really try to make our user happy, and in general, we believe that to build a great product, you do it by adding what the user wants. So, for example, if there's any feature that you would like, which actually this one, it's definitely an interesting one, and you add it here, and then maybe we see other people upvoting it, we'll definitely prioritize it in our roadmap. Combination remedy and Narayani, I guess it's similar to what I said. It's probably something good. It would be to add as a feature request. We've been asked that before. And I think it would be interesting to have something probably especially for the Narayanis. Facial recognition, facial features connected to miasms. Yeah, I guess that's more tricky. I mean, I guess we could try. It's probably maybe less objective in some ways, meaning I guess maybe I guess there are like some major agreements on some things. I guess it's something yeah, to think about. Suggesting intercurrent would be interesting. I don't think I understand this, Phil.
I think he's talking about nosodes and sarcodes as intercurrent remedies.
Okay, well, I guess yeah, we have. I mean, that again, it's depending on which materia medica someone has access to, but like in Murphy, actually, obviously all the Mayas, but a lot of nosodes in general, sarcodes, bowel nosodes are there. So yeah, if that was the question. For example, yeah, in Murphy, you see we all those. Actually, we also have Peterson materia medica. Yeah. Crystal from Peter, yeah, definitely. I think it's an interesting one. Yeah, we need to get in touch with Peter. Yeah, it would be a good one to add. Yeah, I think we are yeah currently the only software that includes the Murphy's Meta Repertory 4th edition and Nature Materia Medica 4th edition. All the other software, they have only the 3rd edition. Yes, there are only 4 clippers at the moment because like so far we didn't get any like no user seemed to have needed more than those, but if it's something that like our user want, we can very easily add more. Actually, just I think it's because sometimes it's also a question of space, in the user interface. Like what we really try is to don't clutter the user face like it happens often with other software where you have like 1,000 buttons with you don't know what they do and they confuse you. So we really are careful on like what to present. I think that it could go in the settings actually. So in the settings, you can make a lot of customization. So yeah, you have the grid colors, so you can change the grid colors, and then you have the grid display. So like you can either add circles or squares. You can show the grade numbers if you want. You can have different sizes. You can even like the header. Do you want it vertical? Do you want horizontal? And so on. So here actually we could add more clipboards. Like if the user want 8 clipboards, they can have 8 clipboards. But yeah, as default, I like the fact that it's 4, so that doesn't like
Hey
take too
Marco,
much space. Yeah,
do you can you tell us the grade? I mean the fonts of the remedies, the grade, the grading.
yeah, yeah. Well, the default one is the black plain like lowercase. It's 1. The italic blue, it's 2. The bold uppercase red, it's 3, and the bold uppercase underlined purple, it's 4.
And what about when using the power issues? What about the fonts?
Sorry, I didn't.
So if you choose dark mode of your browser,
You
does
mean the font?
if if you choose dark mode, right now your screen
Oh,
is white. I mean light mode.
dark mode, yes.
So okay, so the font's color still the same?
Yes, the only difference is that the black becomes white. Because of course you couldn't see it. So yeah, that's the only
Okay,
difference.
okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
it's lowercase, white, it's 1, and all the rest stay the same.
Okay. Can you show us where people can find information about the fonts, colors?
Yeah, so if you click on your avatar here in the top right, and then you can go in settings. And then once you are in settings, you can go on grade colors. And here you can customize yeah, all the grades. You can, some people they like, so let's say they like, let's try this green, and this will make it pink, and the tree will make it yellow. Let's see. Let's go on the repertory now. As you can see now, it's yeah, we change it, so yeah, they are customizable. And then I can go and reset to defaults. And we are back to the original one.
Thanks.
Sure, no worries. Any possibility of installment options for payment? So actually, regarding payments, we only offer a monthly subscription. So I guess in a way, if I understand correctly the question, the answer is yes. There is not a big upfront cost, but it's just actually it is not possible to buy the software. Like it doesn't exist a lifetime license. It's just a monthly subscription base. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think it's a great point. So yeah, definitely fairly soon. I think, yeah, it will be possible to add more clipboards just from the settings.
I'm just hoping the Josh's map, those remedies are going to be there in the future. There are so many sea animals, reptiles, birds, insects. Like insects are very good for autistic kids.
Yeah, definitely we'll try to get in touch with them, and hopefully we can make a licensing agreement to get their resources into Similia.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, maybe, yeah, just last few minutes. Well, Nemat, the software is constantly updated. Like we work every day to improve it and to add new features. So, for example, just you see here in the home page, we got the recent updates, and yesterday we released the possibility to customize the author priority for the materia medica, so that when you click on a remedy, so because when you are in the repertory and there is a rubric, and then I click on here Aconite, and then I go and read the materia medica. It sends us to the materia medica, and if you have various different odors available, but even in the free version, when you have all those 6, you can decide to which one to default. So usually before this update, it would always default to Murphy for the premium one, but now in your settings, I will show it. You can customize the order for which the like it's defaulting to initially to which author. So yeah, this is a fairly small update we did yesterday, and a couple of weeks ago we released the timeline update, which actually this is more interesting and some user loved it. So the timeline.
There's no Barita phosphorica, right? I didn't see it.
Sorry, what did you say, Seva?
Oh, I mean the Materia Medica doesn't have Barita phosphorica.
Okay. Yeah, I think I probably answered to the message to you. I don't know today or yesterday, but so yeah, the answer is that if it's not there, it means that it is not present in the books that we have. So it means that in Murphy, it's not present, and also in like all the other smaller materia medica. And the thing is, if like not if, but when in the future we will get more materia medicas, then depending. For example, I'm pretty sure, like in the Vermeulen works, he has a lot of books. He has all the Prisma, the Synoptic Key. Probably it might be actually got maybe the books here. I can check, but if it is in those new books that we will support, then it will be there basically. But yeah, the reason why is that it's not present is because it's not in any of the materia medica currently available in the software. So being a completely web-based software, you don't have to never make any update, but just if an update is released, a new day that you open the software, automatically you will be using the new version. And you can check which are the new updates here in the homepage where it say recent Similia updates. And yeah, as you can see, like we really fairly often make various updates, and sometimes we make a minor updates that maybe we improve the performance or we fix some bugs, and for those minor, smaller things, we don't make like an announcement here. But yeah, in general, we constantly work full time at the software to improve it and to add new features. And yeah, we got like a big roadmap for the year with many features, bigger and smaller, that will be released. Actually, there is one feature that I was just working on today. I can probably showcase it from what is called the like the development environment. So where I'm working on it, it's not. Let's reset it. It's not live yet, but it's probably going to be live tomorrow. And it's a feature, it's authors filters. So for repertories where we have authors, so complete, sane, and suggesta, you will be able to filter by authors. So what it means basically is that you can exclude some authors. So here there is this new icon in the for the repertories that they have authors, like I'm complete in this one. There is this, and you can. So by default, of course, everything is going to be selected. But let's say that there are some authors that maybe you don't think are very reliable, you prefer not to have those additions, you can just exclude them. So you deselect them basically, and you can apply. And so what this will do is that it will not include the remedies in the rubrics for those authors. And actually to show, I can do the opposite. So for example, I go on, and you can also save filters. So like I have one saved here, which is Kant, which is basically only Kant selected. And I go and apply filters. So now if I will go on rubrics, basically the rubrics will only show it's that might be some issues because I was still working on it, but actually it should be working. No, actually, okay, there is some issues, but yeah, basically the rubric will not show all the original remedies in the rubrics, but only the the additions from the author selected. So yeah, this is, for example, yeah, something new that we are working on that will be released soon. Actually, now that it comes to mind, one other thing that it's different for complete compared to other repertories are the cross references, which actually I have hidden here. But now, there is this button to hide and show cross references. And now I am showing them. And as you can see for, like complete and suggesta, we have those that are called cross references. So they are rubrics showed in a smaller blue color below the original rubrics. And it's basically like a suggestion, like, okay, like similar rubrics to the one that it's coming up. So sometimes it's a useful way to find similar rubrics that might be maybe better suited for what we need.
Can you add them without leaving the main rubric?
You
Normally, when
mean,
you add them, you will move to that rubric in the repertory.
yeah, okay. So if I understand the question, in the search, you can, because so look what happens. If I click like this one, black and somber aversion to everything, what happens is that it gets created here.
Okay.
So, but this is in the search.
Yes.
What happens, because I haven't showed it, but we have also the repertory explorer, which is, like a more old way, like more like the book, like you start from a rubric, you start from a section, and here you are shown all the rubrics of that section, and then you can navigate into sub-rubrics. So if you click here, what happens is that you are just sent, you are moved to that rubric.
Okay.
But actually, I guess it's a good point. I guess we could evaluate to do the same of the search also here. But like to be honest, I think the Explorer is not used very much compared to the search, especially with the semantic search. But, actually, I'm curious, Andreas, like being you an experienced, I guess, homeopath and using the softwares, like, do you mostly or exclusively use the search, or you also like use this kind of way, like starting from a section?
I've been using, Mac repertory for, well, more than 40 years, and Synergy lately, also rather Opus and Complete Dynamics. And that last section on the repertory, what I do today is I go into Complete Dynamics and I search for the wordings. The only use that, that old kind of repertory has for me is to find the right, words used And with your approach with semantics, that is not necessary anymore. The last
Yeah.
30 years, I've been using direct word searches. I create my own rubrics. I write like throat within 3 words, pain, within 5 words, burning, and then, some other things. I can define it, with the combination of the distances between words or in the same sentence. And then I make my own rubric and I search across all materia medica, cases available, articles available, and repertories. So I'm using like, a kind of more semantic approach, but I use that old to find the right words. Did you understand?
Yeah, yeah, it's really interesting. I guess, yeah, you were kind of doing, yeah, something like semantic search before the existing of the semantic search. Yeah,
Yeah. So I haven't used like ordinary rubric work for many, many years. I'm just, creating my own combinations. It's like searching, on Google or something like that. You
yeah,
can buy.
yeah, that's great. But yeah, the I agree. Like, I think most of our users, they really just use the semantic search. In fact, like I have to say, this repertory explorer is a bit clunky, and I mean, it could be much better. But the thing is, um since it's not really used, I guess we are focusing our effort in improving other things first. Because yeah, in the era of semantic search, I think it makes much less sense to go and look manually on a rubric in a section when you can just search quickly.
Yeah. I'm using the complete because it's the quickest to find the concepts. The find function there is like very quick. And then you can find any kind of rubric across, the whole repertory that contains a certain word. And then it has the cross references as well. So that's the only way I use the complete, only to find, the the grammar and the words.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Okay, so if there's any last questions, otherwise I think we can finish for tonight.
If you have 2 minutes, Marco, I would like to talk with you afterwards to see if it's possible, or at another other time if that's better for you.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, definitely.
hey, Mark, can you demonstrate
Yes.
us how do you switch to complete from meta? How do you switch?
Yeah, so there are two ways. So when you are here in the repertory, and it's the same if you are inside the case, it's just a bit smaller. Uh, yeah, let's go inside the case. So, yeah, basically you have this button here where it says the name, like now I have complete selected, so it says complete, and if I click on it, um, I can select. So I can, if I want meta, I click on meta and I switched. Again, if I click, I can select another one. I can select suggesta. I can select sane, and I can also select all premium repertories. And this one will select all the premium repertories that I have access to. But I can also say, actually, I want to only search complete and sane. So I deselect the others. In this way, when I search, it will only search on complete and sane. And there is also another way. You can also select it from here, which is pretty much the same. So you can click and select, okay, let's see the
I,
Q
I
rep.
mean, I mean, when I just bought the meta, and then now do I how do you?
Uh, so if you want to add, we have two ways. So if you haven't bought, here the complete will be gray for you. And if you click on it, you will get a pop-up to upgrade. Another way is to go to the shop page. So if you are on the Similia Pro Murphy edition, here in the add-ons, you will have the complete repertory add-on, and you will have a blue button to add it to your subscription.
No, I mean, I just want to totally switch to the complete.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get it. Okay, so you have you can either you have the switch plan. So you will have here, you will in the shop page, you have complete, you can do switch plan. And actually what it will do is that it will send you to Stripe account like subscription manager. And from there, you will be able to switch your subscription from Similia Pro Murphy Edition to Similia Pro Complete Edition.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay, I think there's no other question. Thanks everyone for joining, and we will announce it by email, but I'll probably try to make one of these once a week or once every 2 weeks. Yeah, just you know.
Is Richard P still coming next week?
No, this week was the last one, and actually I will send the link to the last episode very soon, and then probably we'll also put it somewhere, maybe in the website, the access to the videos for the pro users.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
Because your Zoom reminder always comes to the email. So actually, I missed a whole bunch of the things I want to. But is it possible in the future that you also remind the text message?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically we could. I guess the issue is that we don't have users' numbers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have it. So, I guess, I mean, we would have to ask for phone numbers. I guess maybe, yeah, in the future we could evaluate if someone wants it, they could add their phone number so that then they can be notified also by message.
Yeah, I was so mad. I missed every time I missed.
Yeah, can you notify via WhatsApp group? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we have thought about maybe having a Facebook group at some point. We have like our social media, so we also announce everything in our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Yeah, not sure, probably Facebook WhatsApp group might be more difficult.
That's a very good idea. WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess there is the same problem of needing the number, but I guess, yeah, if we'll ask in the future if users they want to give the number to get notified, yeah, it could be also used for WhatsApp group. And so last question for today, the software was, so I started working on it in the summer in August 2024, so 1 year and a half ago. Initially, I released like an initial version like immediately, like I think it was August or September after a few weeks, and it was a very basic version only with Kent repertory and Kent materia medica. And from then on, I kept adding features and free resources, so it was always free until August or July 2025, so last year in the summer, where we launched our first professional version, which was Similia Pro Murphy Edition. And yeah, since then we kept adding features and new resources. No, there is no WhatsApp group yet. Okay. I will stop the recording. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, as I was saying before, you'll probably try to make once a week or at least once every 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll announce it in social media and by email. Thanks, everyone. And see you at the next one.